mean, there's only a couple pay-to-win skins. To start off with, passive team.
Getting shot at.
Oh, they're just 3 men on me. That's actually sad. That's actually really sad. Oh well. We go next. Oh well. I'll take that one. I mean, it's a win in my book. I'll take the second. We'll do a talk through. We'll explain the thought process. So, we'll start off by doing the most important thing for high kill, high damage games, which is identifying where people have dropped. So we've got a few teams here in Countdown. Got a fair amount of teams on that side of the map for some reason. And we have one team here, one team there. So Lava Siphon's hot zone, we're going to rotate towards that side because thermal teams are going to funnel to this side and they're going to go towards Lava Siphon and everything. I actually probably landed too deep into Fragment for this, I'll be real with you. I could actually just rotate all the way to, I could actually rotate all the way over to Lava Siphon now, but I would rather take out the teams that are a little bit more immediately accessible because I know where they are and I know how they're going to be playing. So we've got Wingman R9. We've got enough ammo for each of them. Wingman is a very ammo efficient weapon. It's exceptionally good for early game if you hit your shots. We'll go ahead and rotate over this way. I do not have the best armor, but all I have to do is knock one person and my armor situation is, you know, turned around on its head. So I'm chilling. I'm gonna carry a lot of cells. I don't really feel the need to grab an extra stack of heavy ammo, but if it takes me more than this amount of ammo to kill teams in a zipline building, then I probably really need to rethink everything. What I'll actually do is drop that for another arc star, and then I'll drop these phoenix kits for, or those cells for a bat rather, or for a phoenix kit because I have bats. Phoenix is actually really, really good for resetting. It looks like these people kind of came off the top of this building. Get the crack on the horizon. That Valk died. Horizon will be on the tracks next to me. We're gonna reload our R9 and then peek her by using the boxes to see how she's moving to dodge her. I'm actually gonna get this thirst. Not only does that guarantee the kill, but it also allows me to grab the armor swap. So I'm gonna thirst this Ash now that the crypto dropped because she has a better armor. I'm actually gonna go get up on high ground. That crypto is gonna be underneath healing, but I don't want to commit onto killing him because then that puts me in a really bad position for the other team. Soft resetting here while still actively being a part of the fight allows me to establish a power position over everybody here, like this Wraith, as well as this crypto underneath. See how I just forced him out? I could have done a little bit more with that if I was looking, but we're gonna sit up here. The script is climbing, which means that he is not necessarily a free kill, but I can do damage to him while he's in the climbing animation. See what I mean? High ground is actually so good in this game. Fuse has a self-res. You can tell by the way that he was moving off of that down there. jump down on this crypto now that we've done enough in this fight. Valk got the banner. We'll wall jump over the fence and then try to get some shots off her in the air. She is going to go for the res, and knowing how these kinds of players play, she's probably just going to go ahead and stick it. There we go. Wall jump on the top. Target switch onto the Wraith. Specking was a little weird, but we managed to grab the Valk. I didn't realize that the Wraith was alive. So, zone pulls thermal lava siphon side, so that's where we're going to go. Before I go there first, I'm actually going to grab a little bit more light ammo off of these people. And I'm also going to see if anybody else is rotated in. We only have 7 squads total, with 19 people total. 6 other teams with 18 players, which means that everybody else is a full team, which is something that I do need to keep in mind. I've got plenty of bats, but taking more won't hurt, especially if I'm going to work with this amount of light ammo. And I think we can honestly go ahead and go from there. We do have a care package here, but realistically speaking, in the current care package weapon rotation, it's actually very unlikely for me to get something worth staying for. So, would rather just go ahead and rotate and try to get the kills, especially in light of the fact that there's only 5 other teams now. That fight was a perfect example, though, of just how powerful high ground is, and how important it is to not get too lost in the sauce whenever you're in a fight. A lot of people would get that many knocks in the same fashion and get very, very excited, and they would start tunnel visioning, and they would stay in that fight and oftentimes die because they're so focused on keeping the momentum that they have with the kills that they were getting. But I, in wanting to stay alive and in knowing how these kinds of situations go, decided to do a little bit of damage, right? Stay in the fight, make myself present, get a few knocks, a couple thirsts, then remove myself from the situation and establish a very powerful position over the fight, and took no damage in the process. I saw a lot of teams dropping towards thermal side, so I'm honestly going to go ahead and rotate there if I don't see anybody here. Granted, this is a really large point of interest, and it can be very difficult to find teams, but regardless of whether or not there is a team here, I would rather move and create a fight in the center of the zone than fight a team out here, because creating a fight in the center of the zone is going to cause a lot of teams to dogpile onto me, if you will, which will mean that I have more of an opportunity to get kills. I'm actually just going to get on this balloon. It's going to give me the most amount of information. I'll go for this care package because other people will have seen it. I did not mean to jump off there. There is no more icon on the map though, so people that do not have line of sight on that package will not be as inclined to go for it, but going towards this side might be beneficial, just considering the fact that I did see teams drop over this way. They didn't rotate into tree though, otherwise these bins would have been looted. At least some of this stuff would have been looted. I'm actually just gonna make my way back this way towards Harvester. Harvester is sort of the direct middle of the zone. I do know that somebody elevated the platform on staging, so I could go there, but that could have been early game. That's not necessarily an indicator of whether or not people are here or not, or there rather. I will answer everybody's questions after the game. I'm gonna make this a YouTube video if I win. Alright, so zone pulls this way and there's fighting. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people funneled into fragment. Harvester bins aren't looted. So, I don't know. My traditional way of thinking about things is kind of skewed here. And that happens, right? Obviously, this is definitely an opportunity for me to improve. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, this is an opportunity for me to improve my thought process on how I think about where people rotate, but lo and behold, we have a team here in Harvester, like I said there would be, so we'll go ahead and... Oh, that's a Pathfinder. We'll play the door. And looks like a longbow. I don't have a light mag, so I don't have a lot of poke. We'll bait that off, just in case I decide to chase. Go ahead and roll the bat in the open, because I know that I can slide. Did some damage with that nade. We'll just sit on this door, because I know that this is a really stable spot. Looks like they might be wanting to nade that off too. This Pathy's low.
I'm taking shots.
Okay. We'll tap shift out of the way and try to portal out. This team is playing very, very strangely. We have another team coming in from Lava Siphon, which means that I need to get in here and Phoenix and then leave. If I hear that door open, I'm probably going to cancel my Phoenix. They bank smoked off that door, which is a good enough indicator for me that they want to push it. We'll go ahead and go back up on this side. Might be able to get a stick on one with the arc. We'll nade off that backside for them. 143 on this Loba. Alright, so we've got 3 teams in the mix now. We've got this Watson team up top, a Bloodhound team on the bottom. Or on the top, and then this team on the bottom. I'm gonna pop a cell. This team scan me. Oh, wait, there's an Octane here. Okay, I took a lot of damage. So we're gonna go ahead and queue out. I am gonna be... Oh. I don't know why this guy was here. Unfortunate. I didn't really have anywhere else to go. That's kind of sad. We do have a gold bag, and the Octane closest to me just got down. This Pathfinder's probably going to be spam pinging me for his teammates. I actually might get this self-res off. Not bad. Alright, so we'll go ahead and reload our guns first before we heal, because I am in a very bad spot, and if someone pushes me, I would rather be able to fight back than to have full HP and no ammo. We're going to kill this Pathy. Grab his alternator.
Killed an enemy.
And then we're gonna third party this fight that is kind of developed on the outside. Okay. Can't really walk out on the outside because I got people on the bottom and people on the top. I'd rather just go around. We'll pop a syringe. They are rezzing right now. Syringe probably isn't worth it. I have enough HP to work with. That's unfortunate that I missed those shots. Oh well. Got the enemy. Get the thirst. Armor swap quickly. Reposition. Go back now that we're in a stable spot. We'll kill the fence. Valkyrie that I cracked just got knocked. I actually have a really good spot on this team.
I'm taking shots.
I honestly don't know what the thought process is here, but regardless,
Good.
we can take advantage of it. I'm gonna drop my alternator and then grab this Volt here. Get all of my attachments.
Need to recharge.
We have one more team left. This whole time I've just been trying to not be the center of attention. It's the #1 rule if you're solo pubbing. Kind of dodge and weave. The only time that I've ever been in the center of attention is when it was one person that was focusing me. Isolating them and forcing them to make that mistake of taking the 1v1 onto me. Otherwise, whenever there's the opportunity for a small team to focus me, I'm out. Obviously, I didn't really do the best job of that when I queued away to heal. And I died and I had to self-res, but it still worked out. Okay, we're gonna take this fight on this team. We're gonna Devo, which means we're probably gonna ego peek. She did not do very much damage to me at all relative to the weapon that she had, though. We'll kill the Jhin, and I honestly can just go and re-peek her on this side.
Recharging my shields. 30 seconds until close.
Don't really know where they are. Looks like they're wanting to leave. Sir Royce, the tier 1, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Alright. So, the Watson actually just bamboozled me. Juked me a little bit. Decided to go and fence up over here. We'll crouch for the reload. She thinks she's safe on that peak. She is not.
Play the next ring.
And we will kill the Valk on the Ego peak as well. Even that right there was an isolated 1v1. We took our time. We were calculated.
Champion.
We did die, we did go down, but we had the self-res. Tried our best to dodge and weave the multiple teams around us. And in the end, we got 4,000 damage.